here ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Throwing on first down is Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Here's a give to Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. The pitch goes to Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Breeze to throw. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if he...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kerry Wynn in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
21. Hey, easy.
Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
11. Easy.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Now Breeze. He's going to air. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Breeze now, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints have moved out in front. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So after the INT, it's Brees. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kareem Martin in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
21.
Shotgun now for Brees. And he floats one there, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Brees going to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Get set.
Brees is looking to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firm.